So today we will discuss marginal costing part 6 illustration 18. Okay, page number is 387. This is October 2019 edition. Okay, which is available in the institute website. So what is the question? An umbrella manufacturer marks an average net profit of rupees 2.5 per piece on a selling price of 14.3 per piece, that also 14.3 per piece, by producing and selling 6,000 pieces or 60% of the capacity. 6,000 pieces or 60% of the capacity. Its cost of sales is given. Cost of sales is also per unit is given. Direct material 3.5, direct wages 1.25, work overheads 6.25, out of which 50% is fixed, sales overheads 0.8, out of which 25% is variable cost. So then continuation, during the current year he intends to produce the same number. What is the meaning? Same number means same capacity. Same 6,000 pieces is intent to produce. Okay, but anticipates that fixed charges, anticipates means expecting that fixed charges means fixed cost. Fixed charges will go up by 10%. He is expecting there is an increase in fixed cost of 10%. Okay, then which direct labor rate and material will increase by 8% and 6%. What is the meaning? And he is also expecting that material and labor is also increasing next year for producing the same 6,000 pieces. But there is a change in the cost, increase in the cost. That is the question. But he has no option of increasing the selling price. But he has to sell at the same selling price, even though the cost is increased. Variable cost is increased, material is increased, labor is increased, fixed cost is increased, still he has to sell at the same selling price. That is his decision. Under this situation, he obtains an offer for further 20%. He is obtaining some additional offer for further 20% of the capacity. Presently he is using 60% capacity. Further 20% means additional 20% he is going to use. For that he got an offer. Then what is the continuation? What minimum price you will recommend for acceptance to ensure the manufacturer an overall profit of 16,730? What they are trying to say? If I accept those offer, that is extra 20% capacity offer, what is the minimum price I should charge to my customer so that my overall profit will be 16,730? If I use 60% capacity plus 20% capacity, total capacity is 80% capacity, and I am accepting that offer also, what should be the price I should charge to my 20% capacity customer? What should be the price I should charge to my 20% capacity customers to maintain the overall profit, of 16,730? That is, my overall profit means 60% capacity plus 20% capacity, together it is 80% capacity. If I use my 80% capacity, I should get the overall profit of 16,730. In such a case, what is the selling price I should charge to my 20% capacity customers? Because that is an additional offer, not an existing one. Existing, you have already selling price. 60% you know the selling price already. For 60% capacity customers, you know the selling price already. But what is the price we should charge for the extra 20% capacity customers? That is an extra offer we got separately. For that we need to work out. First 60% capacity details. 60% capacity, then we have to work out for 20%. then together we have to see what is the minimum price we should charge. Okay, so with this understanding we'll work out this problem. So 60% capacity, capacity. This is present year. Present year means we have to consider the increase in cost also, anticipation. So this is 6000 units. What is the selling price per unit? 14.3. No change in selling price. It is given in the question. Even though there is a change in the, even though there is a variable cost, even though there is a change in the cost, there is no change in the selling price per unit. Okay. Variable cost. As per the question, what are the variable cost you have? Material, labor, work overhead, sales overhead. First we will complete the material. What is the material cost per unit given in the question? 3.5 per unit, correct? What is the rate of increase? 6%, correct? There is an increase of 6% in the material for the upcoming year, the present year. So 3.5 into 6%, that is 3.5 into 6%, then add with 3.5. 3.5 into 6% plus 3.5. What is the amount? I think 3.710. Okay. Then 1.25 into what is the price increase? 8.8%. So 1.25 into 8% plus 1.25, how much? 1.35 per unit. Okay. Then variable overhead. Variable overhead, selling overhead. Variable overhead, selling overhead. How to identify that? What is the work overhead? What is the work overhead percentage? Work overhead percentage is given in the question. So work overhead, how to calculate work overhead? What is the per unit? 6.25, correct? 6.25 per unit. 6.25 per unit. 50% fixed, 50% variable. Fixed, variable, correct? 6.25 into 15%, how much? 50% how much? 3.125. 3.125 per unit. Correct? So 3.125 per unit. Work overhead. So thereafter selling overhead is 25%. Selling overhead is 25% means how much? 0.8 into 25%, how much? 0.2 per unit. This is my variable cost. So total all the variable cost will get around 8.385. This is my total variable cost. Selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit equal to contribution per unit. 5.915. 5.915. Okay. 5.915 in value how much? Contribution in value how much? Total value 5.915 into 6000. 5.915 per unit into 6000 units into 6000 units equal to how much? 35,490 minus fixed cost. Fixed cost in value. Fixed cost in value how much? Fixed cost in value how much? Fixed cost in value how much? So work overhead, sales overhead, correct? Two things. Work overhead 3.125 per unit, sales overhead 0.6 per unit. Total it, how much you are getting? 3.725 per unit into present capacity is how much? 6,000. This is 6,000. Variable cost per unit is constant. Variable cost per unit is constant irrespective of the production. Irrespective of the production figure, variable cost per unit it is constant, whereas fixed cost in amount total it is constant. In amount total it is constant. How much? 3.725 into 6,000 units, 22,500 is the actual one, whereas present year they are expecting 10% increase in the fixed cost. 10% increase in the fixed cost. 22,500 or 22,350? I wrongly wrote 22,350. 6,000 into 3.725 equal to 22,350 into 10%. 22,350 into 10%. 22,350 into 10% equals to 24,585. 22,350 into 10% plus 22,350. 22,350 into 10% plus 22,350 equal to 24,585. This is my fixed cost. Fixed cost in total, in value total, it is constant. 24,585 is the same, is the expected fixed cost, whether you produce 0%, whether you produce 10%, whether you produce 20%, 30%, 40%, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, up to 100, same fixed cost you can expect. Okay, so it is for 60%, we already recovered the fixed cost. My contribution is 35,490. My contribution is 35,490 minus fixed cost equal to profit how much? 10,905. This is my profit. For what percentage? For 60%, this is my profit. After considering the increase in prices, increase in cost, this is my profit. Then what is the next question? 20% extra. 20% extra production. How much? 20% extra production. 2,000 units. Correct? How? If 60%, for 60%, if I am producing 6,000, then for 20% I will produce 2,000 units. Okay? 6,000 divided by 60 into 20 equal to 2,000. Okay, so if I produce this 2,000 units, condition is I should produce extra 2,000 units, and my overall profit should be, and my overall profit should be 16,730 as per the question. If I produce this extra 2,000 units, I should able to get this overall profit of 16,730. For that, what selling price I should charge to this extra customers? This 20% customers, what selling price I should charge to get this overall company's profit? Overall company's profit means 60%. In 60%, what is your profit? Plus 20% profit. Together I should get this 16,730. So how much I already got it? How much profit I already generated? 16,730 minus 10,905. 16,730 minus 10,905, I already got it. 10,905. Sorry, 10,905. That is 10,905. I already got it. I should get overall profit. Company's total profit should be 16,730 minus 10,905 equal to 5,825 is the required profit for this 2,000 units. Required profit is 5,825. Correct? My profit I know now. My profit is 5,825. Required profit is 5,825. Okay. cost plus profit equal to selling price, correct? Cost plus profit equal to selling value or sales value. Sales value, you can say sales value. Cost plus profit equal to sales value. I know my profit value. What is the cost? What is the cost here? You tell me what is the cost. What are the variable cost I have totally? What is the variable cost per unit? After considering the increase in prices, what is the variable cost? 8.385. 8.385 is my variable cost. Whether I should consider fixed cost. What is my fixed cost? 24,585 and per unit is also given here. I should not consider my fixed cost for this extra 20% production. Why? Because it is already recovered. Why? Because this fixed cost 24,585 is already recovered. We should always focus in total, in value, not in per unit. For fixed cost we should not focus in per unit, rather we should always focus in value. But whereas in variable cost we should always focus per unit. It is better to focus on per unit. So variable cost is unavoidable. I should definitely incur. I have to incur for this production of 2000 units. But fixed cost is I already incurred and it is recovered in my existing capacity itself. So there is no further fixed cost. So 8.385 into 2000 units. 8.385 into 2000 units equal to 16,770. This is my variable cost. This is my variable cost plus profit. Required profit is 5825. 16,770 plus 5825 equal to my total sales. Total sales is how much? 22,595 is my total sales. What is the production units? 2000 units. So 22,595 is my sale value divided by 2000 units equal to selling price per unit is approximately 11.3 per unit. So I should charge my customer for this extra production, for this extra order, for this extra offer from the customer, for this extra 2000 units. I should charge 11.3 per unit selling price to get this overall profit of 16,730. To get this overall profit of 16,730, I should charge my customer 11.3 per unit. Okay, because my variable cost is per unit is 8.385, that I have to recover from my customer, and my profit I have to recover from my customer. Fixed cost I need not to recover because it is already recovered in my existing production capacity itself. 24,585 is already recovered and I got a profit of 10,905 already. So 16,730 is my total required profit. I already recovered 10,905. That is my existing profit. So extra profit I should generate this much 5,825. So if I produce this 2000 units, I have to incur this extra variable cost definitely, and I have to get this extra 5,825 profit. 16,770 plus 5,825 equal to total sales value 22,595 divided by number of units produced equal to 11.3 per unit is my selling price per unit. Okay, with this problem is over. We'll move to the next problem. So illustration 19, just go through the question. The dynamic company has 3 divisions, each of which makes a different product. Budgeted data for the coming year as follows. So they have given the 3 products A, B, C. Sales value is given. Direct material, labor, expenses, direct expenses, fixed cost is given. And I think total cost, total sales value is given. We have to identify the profit. Okay. So what is the thing continuation? The management is considering to close down the division C. There is no possibility of reducing fixed cost. Advise whether or not division C should be closed down. What they are trying to say? There is 3 division A, B, C. A, B, C is the 3 division. Fine. So they want to close the division C. They want to close the division C because it is not performing well. Why it is not performing well? If you see the sale value is how much? For C, 84,000. what is the total cost? Total cost is how much? 92,400. 84,000 is the sales value and their total cost is 92,400. I think C is presently in loss. Okay, if you compare C alone, it is in loss. So the management wants to close the division C, but they said to one point, you will please refer the one point. Even though C is closed, C fixed cost is not C fixed cost. There is no possibility of reducing. Fixed cost, they are saying. Meaning, even though C division is closed, the 28,000 for C fixed cost, that is not possible to reduce. We can't avoid that cost. We have to incur, even though C is closed, still we have to incur the 28,000 rupees. That is the question actually. In such a case, whether we should close C or we should run with the C, that is the question. If we did not close C, what is our profit? Total company's profit. If we close the division C, then what is the company's total profit? That is the question. Okay, we will solve the answer now. So first choice, running with C. Okay, we have to work out total profit, assuming that we are running business along with the C division. Okay, so particulars and division A, division B, division C, then total. Okay, particulars, sales minus variable cost. Under variable cost you have direct material, direct labor, direct expenses. Okay, then sales minus variable cost, you will get contribution. Before that, total variable cost, sales minus total variable cost equal to contribution, then minus fixed cost equal to profit. So sales how much? A 1,12,000, B 56,000, C 84,000. Total sales 2,52,000. Okay, variable cost 14,000, 7,000, 14,000. Okay, labor 5,600, 7,000, 22,400. Okay, direct expenses 14,000, 7,000, 28,000. Okay, total 35,000, 49,000. Add all the things. Total variable cost 33,600, 21,000, 64, 400. Then total 1,19,000. Total is A plus B plus C is total. Okay. Then sales minus variable cost equal to contribution. Sales minus total variable cost equal to contribution. 78, 400, 78, 400, then 35,000, then 19,600. What is my total contribution? 1,33,000. Fixed cost together, even if you put separately or together, we are ultimate objective is identifying total profit. Your ultimate objective is what? Identifying total profit only our ultimate objective. So if you add all the three things, If you add all the three things, you will get 70,000 total fixed cost. Okay, 70,000, 1,33,000 minus 70,000 equal to 63,000. What is my profit? 63,000. So for your understanding, I am just writing individual fixed cost also. 28,000, 14,000, 28,000. Okay, then what is the individual profit? 400, 0, 50,400. Here how much? 21,000. Here how much? Loss actually. How much loss? 400. I think how much it is? 90. So 8,400 loss. Why? Because my contribution is 19,600. My fixed cost is 28,000. Okay. So if you add all the three things, 50,400 plus 21,000 minus 8,400 equal to 63,000. 50,400 plus 21,000, how much? 71,400. 71,400 minus 8,400 equal to 63,000. Okay, so this is how this profit is arrived. So this is with division, with running C, with the division of running C. This is my total profit. Without C, A, B, no C, total. Okay, what is the profit you are getting? For profit, what is the profit you are getting? Before profit, you please write down contribution. What is the contribution you are getting? 78,400. How much contribution here? 35,000. Here how much? Nil. No contribution for C, correct? For C, no contribution because no production. We are not running division C. Minus fixed cost 28,000. How much here? 14,000. Here how much? Fixed cost we are incurring or not incurring? Still we are incurring. That is the question actually. Even though division is closed, still we have to incur fixed cost. That is the question. That is a question. So we are adding the 28,000 alone. So what is the amount here? What is the amount here? 78,400 plus 35,000 how much? Contribution I just copy pasted here. 78,400, 35,000. Just I copy pasted here. What is the total? What is the total? 400, then 13, 11. 1,13,400. 1,13,400. Correct? Then what about total fixed cost? Total fixed cost is 70,000. Still we are incurring same 70,000. Okay. Here profit is 5,400. Here profit is 21,000. Here what is the loss? Here now the loss becomes 28,000. Here the now loss becomes 28,000. Why? Because there is no contribution. Why there is no contribution? Because there is no production. We closed the division C, but still we are incurring 28,000 rupees fixed cost for division C also. That is the question. So 58,400 plus 21,000 minus 28,000. If you do that, what is the thing you are getting? 400, 300, 43,400. My revised profit will be 43,400. If I close my business C, then my profit, overall profit, company's profit will be 43,400. If I don't close my business C, I will get 63,000 profit. If I close my business C, division C, then I will get only profit 43,400. So as a management accountant, as a cost accountant, you should recommend that we should not close the business C. Okay, why? Because our profit is reduced. So we have to recommend we should continue with the business C because our overall profit is increased when we are operating with C. Okay, this is the answer. We'll go to the next question now. So next question, illustration 20. So the question is, Mr. Young has 1,50,000 investment in a business. He wants 15% profit on his money. What is the meaning? Mr. Young is having 1,50,000. He invested 1,50,000 in the business. Okay. So he wants 15% return on his money, means on his investment he wants 15% return. Okay. 1,50,000 into 15%. 1,50,000 into 15% is expected return. From an analysis of recent cost figures, he finds that his variable cost of operating is 60% of his sales. He is saying that his variable cost is 60%. Out of total thing, variable cost is how much? 60%. So sales minus variable cost equal to what? Contribution. Sales minus variable cost equal to what? Contribution. If your sales is 60%, then what is your variable? If your sales is 100 and your variable cost is 60. If your sales is 100 and variable cost is 60, then what is your contribution? 40. That is, your contribution is 40%. Correct? Sales minus variable cost equal to contribution. If your sales is 100 and your variable cost is 60% on sales, means then it is 60. So 100 minus 60 equal to 40. 40 is your contribution. Then your PV ratio becomes 40%. PV ratio equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. So your PV ratio is 40%. Then what about the next one? Fixed cost. Fixed cost is how much? 75,000 rupees. Okay, per year. So computation of each answers. What is the first question? What is the sale value must be obtained to break even point? Break even point things until we already discussed in previous classes. Refer our previous discussion parts, actually part 1 or part 2 you please discuss. Please go through. Break even formula is what? Fixed cost divided by PV ratio equal to break even sales. That we have to apply. Then what is the next question? What sales value must be obtained to is 15% return on investment? To get this return on required return means what? 1,50,000 is his investment on which he is expecting 15% return. That is 22,500 rupees profit. 1,50,000 into 15% equal to 22,500 rupees is profit is he expecting. Okay. Desired profit. That is his desired profit. Then what is the formula? Fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio will give you the desired sales. Desired sales for the desired profit will be arrived by applying formula fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio will give you the desired sales. That also we discussed in previous classes. Please refer our previous uploads. Okay. What is the next question? Mr. Young estimates that even if he closed the doors of his business, he would incur 25,000 rupees expenses per year. At what sales would be better off by locking his sales up? What he is saying, he wants to close the business. He wants to that young person wants to close the business. Even though if he close the business, still he will incur 25,000 rupees. You got it or not? Whether you run business or you don't do business, you are keeping idle everything, still you have to incur 25,000 rupees definitely. Then what is the minimum sales I should make? What is the minimum sales I should make to recover my cost? What is the minimum sales amount I should make to recover my cost? You got it now what I am saying? I am not here to make profit. I am going to close down everything. But at least I want to recover my cost. That is the situation. In such a scenario, what is the minimum sales I should make to recover the minimum avoidable cost? So unavoidable, 25,000 is unavoidable cost. Whether even though I closed everything, still I will incur that amount. So that is the scenario. So first we will solve the first option, second question, and third thing we will solve it. Okay. First is break even point, second is decide profit, third is break even point if my expenses, unavoidable expenses is 25,000 rupees, then what is my break even point? That is the third option. Okay, we'll solve the answer now. So first thing is break even point, right? For that we should know PV ratio. What is PV ratio? Contribution divided by sales into 100. What is my contribution? We don't know, but they gave variable cost 60%. Variable cost 60%. Assume sales is 100 and variable cost 60%. Then contribution is sales minus variable cost. Contribution is 40. So 40 divided by 100 into 100 equal to 40%. Okay. 40 divided by 100 into 100 equal to 40%. Then PV ratio is 45. What is my break even point formula? Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Fixed cost divided by PV ratio is my break even formula. What is my fixed cost amount? 75,000 divided by PV ratio 40%, that is 0.4. Then how much is my break even sales? 1,87,500. So this is my break even sales. Okay. Please refer our previous problems for understanding the break even point clearly. Break even point means what? No profit, no loss. At this sales level, my profit and loss will be 0. What is the next one? Required profit. How much? 15%. Required profit is 15%. On investment. What is my investment? 1,50,000 into 15% equal to profit. My required profit is this much, 22,500. What is the formula? Then what is my what sales I have to make? What sales I have to make? What sales I have to make to get this profit? What sales I have to make to get this profit? For that, what is the formula? Desired sales equal to fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio. Fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio. Fixed cost 75,000. Fixed cost 75,000 plus desired profit is 22,500 divided by PV ratio 0.4 equal to 2,43,750 is my desired sales. 2,43,750 is my desired sales. If I make this much sales, then I will get this profit definitely, 22,500. Okay. What is the last question? What is the last question? Last question is what? They want to close the business. They want to close the business. They want to close the business. Even though they closed the business, still they are going to incur this 25,000 rupees. Still they are going to incur this 25,000 rupees. Okay. In such a case, at what level I should make a sales to recover the avoidable cost? To recover the avoidable cost. So total fixed cost is how much? 75,000. What they are trying to say is, in this total fixed cost, 25,000 they are not able to recover. 25,000 still they will incur. Even though I will close everything, I will incur this 25,000. Total fixed cost is 75,000. 25,000 I am not, still I will recover even though I will close the business. So balance how much? 50,000 fixed cost. This I can recover. This I can recover at least if I make sales. I am going to close business. What is the minimum amount? What is the minimum sales I should make to recover my fixed cost? What is the minimum sales I should make to recover my fixed cost? So 75,000 is fixed cost minus shutdown cost. Shutdown cost is 25,000. This is permanent. This I have to ignore. This I have to ignore. Why? Because this anyway I am going to incur. Then why should I make sales? There is no point in making generating additional sales, because this 25,000 anyway I am going to incur. So 75,000 minus 25,000 equal to 50,000 divided by PV ratio. Divided by PV ratio equal to 1,25,000 is the desired sales. I should make at least minimum 1,25,000 rupees sales to recover my fixed cost. Okay, now I will show you how it is. 1,25,000 is my sales. What is my variable cost? 60%. 60% is my variable cost. Then contribution is 40%. Correct? 60% is my variable cost, means how much I will get? How much I will get? 75,000. Correct? 40% is my variable cost. How much I will get? 50,000. Correct? 60% is my variable cost, 40% is my contribution. 60% is my variable cost, 40% is my contribution, minus fixed cost. How much? That is avoidable fixed cost, 50,000. Then what is my profit or loss? My profit or loss will be 0. That is what explained here. Because my total fixed cost is 75,000. This 25,000 I am going to ignore, because this is anyway I am going to incur. So at what point I should close my business? At what point I should close my business means at what sales level I should make to recover my all the cost, to recover my all the recoverable cost. Okay, shutdown cost we have to ignore. So 1,25,000 is my sales figure where I can recover at least my fixed cost of 50,000 rupees. 1,25,000 into this, then 50,000. Okay. So with this problem is over. We'll move to the next problem now. So illustration 21. The manager of a company provides you the following information. Sales 4 lakh, cost variable is 60% of sales, fixed cost something is given 80,000, that is profit before tax 80,000, then income tax 60%, then balance is your net profit. Net profit is 32,000. Okay, that is 40%, 60% income tax. Company is thinking to expand the plant. Company wants to expand the plant. Okay, the increased fixed cost with the plant expansion will be 40,000. They are going to, if they want to expand the plant, they will incur extra fixed cost of 40,000. Okay, it is estimated that maximum production in new plant will be worth 2,40,000 rupees. The company also wants to earn additional income of 3,200 on investment. What they are saying, if they expand the plant, they have to incur extra fixed cost of 40,000, and also they are saying it is estimated that maximum production in new plant will be worth 2,40,000. What is the meaning? Worth 2,40,000 means if they do this extra production, they will get 2,40,000 rupees income. They will get 2,40,000 rupees income if they do this extra production. Worth means value. Worth means value. Value means assume it is sales. Assuming it is sales, if they do extra production, they will get this extra amount. That extra amount is 2,40,000 rupees. Okay, and the required rate of return, that expected return on this expansion is 3,200. They want to earn additional income of 3,200 on investment. That is what they given. Meaning on this expansion, if they expand at least 3,200 rupees, they are expecting. Company is expecting. On the basis of computation, give your opinion on plant expansion. Now they are asking whether we should expand or we should not expand. They give you the value. Value of sales how much? 2,40,000. They give you the variable cost. Variable cost percentage is also given. Percentage how much? 60%. Same 60% we have to apply here also. They also gave the fixed cost. Then we have to identify the profit. Then we have to compare whether that profit is more than this 3,200 or not. Whether that profit is more than this 3,200 or not. If it is more than 3,200, then we can recommend to expand. If it is less than 3,200, then we need not to recommend. Okay. That is the question. We will work out the answer now. So we can say particulars and present and expansion and total. Okay, what is present? Particulars, sales minus variable cost, then contribution minus fixed cost, then profit. Correct? What is sale value? 4 lakh. Present sale value is how much? 4 lakh. Variable cost 60% on sales. Then 2 lakh 40,000. Then 4 lakh minus 2 lakh 40,000. 1 lakh 60,000. Contribution. Then what is fixed cost? What is fixed cost? 80,000. 1 lakh 60 minus 80. 80,000 is my profit. Then what about expansion? Worth of expansion, value of expansion is 2 lakh 40. I will get sales of 2 lakh 40 into 60%. Variable cost constant. Variable cost constant. If question is silent, assuming it is constant. If question is silent, assuming it is constant. 60% on this 1 lakh 44,000. Then I will get contribution 2 lakh 40 minus 1 lakh 44. Contribution 96,000 minus fixed costs, extra fixed cost. Extra fixed cost for extra expansion is given in the question, so we are taking. Is given separately in the question, so we are considering. So 96,000 minus 40,000, 22. 96,000 minus 40,000 is 56,000. This is profit before tax, then tax, then profit after tax. Okay. Tax percentage how much? Tax percentage how much? 60%. Profit percentage 40%. So 80 into 40. Directly I am calculating profit after tax. 80 into 40%. 80,000 into 40%. 32,000. 56,000 into 40%. 22,400. 56,000 into 40%. 22,400. Total profit how much? Total profit how much? 54,400. Total profit 54,400. Now the question is whether we should expand or not. You check. They are having a proper contribution. They are having a proper contribution or not? Yes, they are having a proper contribution. Contribution is how much? 96,000. Fixed cost. After contribution also they are getting profit. Finally also they are getting profit. Profit is how much? 22,400. What is the expected profit? Expected return on investment 3,200. Expected return on investment given in the question. On this expansion I am expecting 3,200 return, but I am actually getting how much? 22,400. So we should recommend that this expansion can be done because actual profit is more than the expected rate of return. Okay, they are expecting 3,200 but actually able to generate 22,400. So we are recommending to the management for expansion. Okay, with this marginal costing topic is over. Please go through all the problems. Thank you.